And I feel like we need to talk about relationship etiquette
Yeah.
because there's people out there acting sloppy, acting messy, acting embarrassing, actually. And Sarah is queen of the single girls.
Yes.
And I feel like it's not like you're trying to make a cult of
Mm-mm.
girls to be single, but you're just like, guys,
Yeah.
it's actually maybe kind of better on
Yeah.
this side. So I want to get into all of that with you.
Mhm.
You are single currently,
Of
and you love
course.
that. What do you love most about being single?
I just love like the freedom. I can literally do whatever I please and whatever I want, such as like a big thing I just talked about is I randomly sporadically decided a few weeks ago I'm going to move to Montreal.
Yeah.
Did I have to consult with anyone? Do I have to worry about doing long distance? Do I have to worry about anyone like being upset with my decision? No. Like I am financially independent. I'm going to be living on my own and I'm picking up and moving.
Yeah.
And it's just like I can't even imagine if I had a boyfriend that like would hold me back from that.
Yeah.
I think that would
Yeah.
have driven me crazy. And like the scariest part is if I really love the guy, like maybe I wouldn't realize it in the moment and then I would let something pass me
Right.
by.
Ugh.
So I just think like yeah, how liberating it feels to be single and there's this whole and I also want to make the disclaimer like I'm not fully like my content is for the girls who are single. I've come to realize that there's this like negative connotation with being single
Yeah.
and it's always people in relationships that come on my videos attacking me, being like, "Well, I've been in a relationship for 8 years and this isn't true." And it's like,
Yeah.
"Who are you trying to convince? Me or
Me
you? Like,
totally,
relax."
totally. Well, and
Because this
that's
wasn't for
so
you.
true. Exactly. And that's so true. And I feel like the people that are most like triggered
Mhm.
by that are the people that like they maybe wish they got
Mhm.
some regrets. They maybe wish they
Yeah.
would have chose a different decision. And like that's fine, but like don't come at you for
Yeah.
like making a different choice. Yeah.
Exactly, and I kinda had that thought yesterday because I posted a few videos on being, like, single and, like, being happy and single,
Yeah.
and, yeah, it just made me realize, like, okay, my videos aren't for people in relationships, so why are they getting their panties in a
Mm.
knot? Like,
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
for people who are single who maybe feel bad about being single. I wanna show
Yes.
you that it's not a bad thing and it doesn't have to be, it's just
Yeah.
that that's the more commonly believed thing, is that, like, being single isn't a choice, it's because, like, you can't get a
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The lack of something
Yeah.
that like everybody obviously really wants,
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I've totally been there before too, where like even just like things around like moving or like
Mhm.
career or my like very first relationship, like I was not doing comedy or like anything creative
Mhm.
like at that time. And like there's no way I would have. Like everything I was doing, I was like seeing my experience like filtered through someone else's eyes, which like I
Yeah.
think if you're in a healthy relationship, like of course you should like
Yeah.
take your partner's like opinions into
No,
account. But when it's like
100%.
so like stifling of like you and like seeing things of like your creativity or like where you want to be in the world
Mhm.
and stuff too, like oh my gosh.
And that's it, like, I've been in I've had, like, 3 or 4 exes, but I'm, like, this past year, I've been single, it's the longest I've been single since I've, like, ever had a boyfriend,
Wait, how long has that
and
been?
just over a year and a half or, like, almost 2 years now.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so
Love
but,
that.
like, over since, like, grade 12, say, so I don't even know how much 7
Okay.
years or whatever,
Yeah.
like, this is the longest I've been single. It's the happiest as I've ever been. I've had the most opportunities, it's the most money I've made,
Yeah.
and I think I'm also a very avoidant person, and I know that, and it's
Mm.
something I need to work on. I'm very hyper independent, but, like, it's the, like, happiest and, like, best my life has ever been, so why would I go back? And my standards have literally, like, risen an insane amount. I used to not have standards, like, at all. And, like, not to drag any of my
Yeah.
ex-boyfriends, like, honestly, like and, like, my most recent ex-boyfriend was super ambitious, like, very much matched my energy and
Yeah.
level. However, like, now, like, moving forward, any guy that I date will, like, be held to the highest standard, which before I didn't really
Like, 'cause
have.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's nothing groundbreaking that I'm gonna say here, but it's like it's obviously how we feel about ourselves. That's
Yeah.
gonna like indicate who's coming
Exactly.
back to you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yeah.
What would you say to like someone who's listening to this and like is maybe like a little sad, like feeling like sad girl, like
About
new
being
about
single?
being single?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or even recently single, and,
Yeah.
like, I spoke about this yesterday on TikTok, but if you are unhappy and single, the solution to your problem is not finding a boyfriend, it is becoming happy and single. Like, you should put all of your focus, time, and energy to becoming happy and single. Like, scrape the idea of having a boyfriend and finding a guy and focus solely on you, whether that's finding, like, a hobby or something you can do
Mhm.
that you love spending time alone. That was a big game changer for me. I got really back into thrifting, arts and crafts, and
Yeah.
that was my way to spend time alone,
Yeah.
and I like started falling like in love with it. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
That's
Like,
crazy. Spending time alone is hard though
yeah.
because I like I'm a very extroverted person as like I'm sure you are as
Yeah.
well. And like so it's like that balance of like finding like sometimes when I'm alone doesn't mean I'm necessarily like lonely,
hmm
but like what is that right balance of like being out and then also because we're
Yeah.
Tauruses, we need to hermit. We need like the things of like luxury and just like
Yeah.
relaxing and like and being like chill. But yeah, like I feel because how old are you?
23.
You're 23. I'm 27. And like when I was your age, I think I had like just broken up with like a
hmm
boyfriend. And it was like it was the start of my villain origin
Yeah.
story,
Oh, well,
actually.
yeah.
Like
And because I was like the girl, like up until this like year and like last year, I was always the girl who was like I had been cheated on by every single one of my exes, and I got
ew.
back,
Ew.
and like I got back together with every single one of them. Like I didn't have standards, and I didn't like whatnot. And
Yeah.
like my
Yeah.
ex boyfriend, who was actually an angel, was the first. Okay, well, he did cheat on me too. But like people make mistakes,
No.
but like that was my first time actually walking away and being like, no, like this isn't like, no matter how much this hurts, like I'm not going back. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's where like now I'm the villain, but like that's where everything great started happening. And when I was
Yeah.
like, wait, no, like I actually just want to be single. And like I haven't once, I don't think the words have come out of my mouth like I want a boyfriend like once since me and him have broken up. And like I haven't even been like, I have Raya and like whatever, I'll dabble, I'll go on dates, but
Yeah.
like nothing has ever gotten serious. Like no talking stages, nothing.
Really?
hmm
Okay.
Nothing.